fellas, never get left on red ever again and get my free ebook and my free audio program that's only free for limited of time and learn some groundbreaking texting advice. The number one question that I usually get when I tell guys to go no contact is, when will she come back in no contact? And that's a great question. But the reality is, a woman is gonna come back when you go no contact is when you actually forget about her. When you actually start living your life without her. When you damn near almost find a new woman to replace her as. See, as long as you are thinking about her and sending your thought energy to her, she's gonna still be satisfied in knowing that she still got you. You know why when people, or like when you're in the gym or something like that, or when you're focused on something, your phone starts blowing up, when you start to get comfortable and you don't want to be bothered, and you're watching a good ass movie, you in the house, you chilling, now everybody want to call you, everybody want to hang out with you, because you're projecting an energy, a non-needy energy. You're not thinking about nobody, not hoping nobody call you, and people can feel that shit. So my whole premise is, when you stop sending out that needy ass energy, she will come back. And usually you stop sending out that needy energy as a result of when you move on. And see, when it comes to women, or let's say just people in general, when it comes to us as people, the subconscious mind always tries to gain what it loses. And when you stop sending a woman your thoughts, see, like I always tell you guys, thoughts are energy. Thoughts are like a text message. Just like when you send a text message to someone's phone, you don't see it going to the other person's phone, but it is going on an invisible wire to that other person's phone. That's how our thoughts are. Or when you're sending your thoughts to this woman, it's literally planting in her subconscious. She might not know consciously that you're thinking about her, but because she has no urge to text you or call you or whatever, because you keep sending her your thought energy to her, her subconscious is not stimulated to try to retain your attention, because she's already getting it from you. Just because you're not contacting her, it doesn't even matter. You're contacting her from a frequency standpoint. But when you stop doing that, hopefully this is not going over you guys' head. This is some spiritual shit. This is profound game right here. When you're not contacting her, the subconscious mind, that's when she's like, oh shit, I feel like I lost him. She can feel that shit. That's why she ends up contacting you, or anybody ends up contacting you, because their subconscious is trying to gain with what they lost. Like if you were to lose weight right now, and you are a person who identifies as being fat, your subconscious is going to your subconscious is going to give you the motivation necessary to try to gain which was lost, which with the subconscious is comfortable. The subconscious is comfortable with you being fat. You being now not fat, it has no identity in that, so it's going to try to gain you going back to being fat. That's why when you see people who end up losing weight, they end up gaining it back, because the subconscious is programmed that way. But I don't want to over explain. I want to be too extravagant with it. I hope that makes perfect sense. So the first rule is basically you gotta stop. You gotta forget about her and no contact. You have to actually go out your way to forget about it. The second rule that you need to follow is the giving energy versus taking energy. See, when you go no contact, what tends to happen is a girl ends up reaching out to you and she tries to take energy. What is taking energy? That means she's like, hey, how are you? What are you doing? How have you been? That's her trying to take energy. That's her trying to take and see if you're still in there. She's trying to, like I said, especially when you're getting to the point where you're almost forgetting about her, she's trying to keep you in that loop of giving her your thought energy, because she can thrive in knowing that she's still on your mind. So when a woman is doing that and she's, oh, hey, how are you doing? Hey, you in that shit. You don't even, most of the time I don't even respond. Like, hey, like if a girl be like, hey, how are you? I'm fine. How's everything? Good. Okay. Sometimes I'll even go as far as, look, sweetheart, I don't check up on me. I am fine. You have a good rest of your whatever you got going on. You have a good rest of your day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't let that shit happen. Do not let a woman do that. Now, the second thing is the giving energy. Now, the only time that I give a woman some attention or I actually respond back to her is when she's like, I miss you. I want to see you. I love you. I want to hear your voice. That's her giving energy instead of trying to take my fucking energy. That is when, you know, maybe depending on the situation, I will give her some energy back. Okay, well, you know, what's up? Let's see each other. That's the only time you should be actually talking to a girl in the no contact phase, is when she's saying things of that nature. If she's not saying any of that, you know, I want to see you, I miss you, I love you, I feel like this without you, that she's not saying anything like that, we are not talking to her. We're not giving her shit. We're not responding, or we're gonna cut the fucking conversation immensely short. Now, I want you guys to understand that this is the fourth rule, and that is, if you play all your cards before you go no contact, it's over. If you try to make, if you are at the point where you have no choice but to go no contact, more than likely it's over, because you probably done simped so much and lowered this girl's attraction so much that just you going no contact and not talking to her, it's probably a blessing to her, and you done ran your dignity so far out the fucking window that she can't even look at you the same or even be remotely attracted to you in any shape or form. You never want to go no contact when you have no fucking choice. Sometimes you have to be able to see before you're about to get into that point where there's no return. You have to see that you need to go no contact, because if you don't, you assed out. And the no amount of no contact, or no amount of how long you go no contact, even if you forget about her, she's not coming back. You probably didn't creep her the fuck out, simp the fuck out. She's conquered you. She's on to the new one. You don't want to be that. Now, another rule to no contact is you have to get a life. You have to start going out and doing things and put yourself in the position to where when you go no contact, it's easier for you. You can't be just sitting in the fucking house looking at your phone, thinking that if you go